Lexus brought us to California to drive the new RX hybrids.
They have the regular gas, then they have hybrids, a regular hybrid and a high performance hybrid. Let's go for a drive. New 500h, hit it. Oh, everything's going flying. Ooh, that's pretty good.
It's powerful. Wow, what a quick shifting 6-speed automatic transmission. Well done, Lexus.
I'm not sure if you caught that. This has a 6-speed automatic. There's no CVT at play in this one. It's special. It's the 500h. What's under the hood, Andrea?
It's powered by a 2.4-liter turbo engine with that 6-speed automatic transmission, 367 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. Standard DIRECT4 all-wheel drive. It has a much stronger rear electric motor. This is the most powerful RX with a 0 to 60 time of 5.9 seconds.
So that new high-performance hybrid is not sold in regular trims, only F-Sport trims. Then there's the other hybrid that most people are going to buy. Let's get into what's under the hood of that one. It's called the RX 350h, and it shares the same powertrain as the NX 350h. But has a little bit more power. It's a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder system with that ECVT, 246 horsepower, and standard all-wheel drive.
There is a plug-in hybrid coming, the 450h Plus, but it will not be available until 2023. The only information we have been able to collect on this is that it uses the same plug-in system as the NX and RAV4 plug-ins, including the same 18 kilowatt-hour battery, but nothing else has been confirmed.
And also a news flash, big news flash. They have not given us any pricing for any RX.
Nope.
So we're kind of handcuffed with the information we can give you.
Yeah.
They're going to release that closer to the on sale date. So your guess is as good as ours. What do you think this high performance all-wheel drive F-Sport model is going to sell for? I'm guessing it's going to be kind of spendy. All right, let's get into the key standard features. We'll start with the 350.
The 350h base trim comes with a 9.8-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a 7-inch full digital cluster, new Lux seats, heated and ventilated front seats, driver's seat memory, a heated steering wheel, a moonroof, power folding exterior mirrors, and Lexus Safety System 3.0.
Now the key standard features of the 500h.
The 500h F-Sport Performance base model comes with a 14-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a 7-inch full digital cluster, heated and ventilated front and rear seats, driver's seat memory, heated steering wheel, a panoramic sunroof, power back door with kick sensor, e-axle rear differential, torque vectoring, and 4-wheel steering.
Got the new digital shifter in all the RX models. What are we going to put it in?
You got to put it in S for subscribe. And if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the couple car review, twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure you like and subscribe. The most important thing is to hit that notification bell, but also follow on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea to find out what's going on behind the scenes on the channel. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button. This video is brought to you by Car Cost Canada. Get the dealer's cost, list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. Use the promo code MOTORMOUTH to become an expert member and get extra searches. The link is in the description below. We have also done a full review of the Lexus RX 350, the base gas model. Click on the tab at any time to watch that full review.
So we've driven both the 350h and of course we're in the 500h F-Sport Performance. And I gotta tell you, one thing that is a huge standout is how quiet the cabin is.
Okay, we should say we're going over a very bumpy, uneven pavement on this rural road, and it's doing a good job.
It's doing a great job. And we've had a mix of pavement, I mean, some a lot smoother than this. This is the high performance model, of course, with the 6-speed automatic transmission, and the 350h gets the ECVT, but you can still hear that hybrid system, you know, typical Lexus Toyota hybrid system.
Yeah, especially the 350, which is a modified version of the Toyota RAV4 system. It has that classic feel and sound to it.
So we're on very smooth pavement right now.
We just switched.
Yeah, we just switched, and it is just so quiet and smooth.
Now we've
I
driven
really
both of
like
these.
it.
There is a difference though, Andrea, between the two. Is this one has, because it's the top model and the performance model,
Yeah.
it has a fully adaptive suspension,
Yeah.
which has the ability to sample and change the suspension, many times per second, which is quite incredible. So it's an adaptive system, really kept for this. And this one also has what, Andrea?
It's got active rear steering, so the rear wheels steer themselves.
Up to 4 degrees. So at low speeds, they go opposite of each other, so a quick parking spot. And at higher speeds, they turn in tandem, only up to 4 degrees for more precise lane changes. It's technology we've seen in other luxury brands, and it is available, but really only on this one.
This model comes with 4 drive modes. We've got normal, eco, sport, and then a custom mode.
And subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
And when you put it in sport mode, everything just gets a little bit firmer. The suspension is firmer, the steering is firmer. But when you have it in normal or eco, the steering is definitely lighter in this vehicle, and it's the same with the 350h.
It never, ever portrays what it is. It's a Lexus luxury utility. They're always going to have that baked into the DNA of all of their products. It never gives that up. It does feel sportier, but always remember, you're driving and you're buying a Lexus, that's what you get.
This F Sport model has got the frameless grille in the front. It also has triple beam LED headlights, 21-inch wheels. It has the light bar in the back and of course the Lexus script. It really ups the sportiness of the vehicle. It has black accents, the F Sport badging, and I think that it looks really sharp. I like the 21-inch wheels. It just gives it more of an athletic look.
So you guys type below, what do you think of the new grille? What do you think of that sort of seamless? What they've done is the top of the grille rolls over and then it blends in to the spindle grille. It's interesting the way they've done it. It almost looks like a saw edge to it, but that's the way they're going. I think it's a nice modern take on what we've known from them over the last 10 years.
And moving to the inside, this is well done. It really has a luxury feel to it. You get a standard 14-inch touchscreen and the 7-inch digital driver display. It comes with a panoramic sunroof in Canada. And you've got that sporty feel with the F Sport steering wheel. It has sport seats that really cradle your body. It's very comfortable. And I like the mix of leather and Alcantara in here. Additional features on the higher trim of the 500h F Sport Performance includes the 21-speaker Mark Levinson Sound system, a panoramic view monitor with cleaner, and a 1500-watt inverter.
Okay, let's talk about the 350h. We already mentioned all the key standard features, and that's going to be good for a lot of people, but you might want to move up one from the base model. That's where you get the 14-inch touchscreen, the panoramic roof, heated and ventilated rear seats, leather upholstery, multicolor ambient lighting, and a wireless charger.
The higher trims will get you the head-up display, an advanced touch steering wheel, panoramic view monitor with cleaner, a digital inner mirror, and a power rear door with kick sensor. The top executive trim is where you get the 21-speaker Mark Levinson sound system, advanced park, the semi-aniline seats, and rear sunshades.
So we've had quite a bit of time behind the wheel of this model, and we drove all the way up the coast to this vineyard in the countryside here, and it is really good on the highway. Like, it is very quiet, that adaptive suspension, all of that. Now the regular hybrid, it doesn't come with all of the goodies, as we mentioned, not adaptive suspension, not the active steering, but it's still a very competent platform. Slightly longer wheelbase and a wider track makes the car feel planted on the road.
And because it has a longer wheelbase of 2.4 inches, you get more passenger room. And the RX second row seat is larger than the outgoing model, as well as cargo space. Compared to the previous RX model, this new model gets 29.6 cubic feet of space behind the second row. That's an extra 16 cubic feet more. Overall cargo capacity is up 13.5 cubic feet. And one thing I like about the storage area is that it sits a little bit higher, so I found it really easy to load and unload items.
Unfortunately, Lexus did not share with us the price of any of the RX models, which is really disappointing because this is all great, Andrea. We've got a turbo, we've got 6-speed automatic. Curious why it's not an 8-speed, but it's a 6-speed, it's a hybrid, it's fancy looking, it's got the F Sport. But what is it gonna cost? Like, what do you guys think it's going to cost? And how much would you pay for an RX 500h F-Sport? What do you think it's worth in the market?
Competition to this RX would include the X5, the GLE. Lexus even says the Acura RDX. This is kind of a tweener because it is no longer a third row SUV. Lexus says that it didn't sell that RXL. They do have plans to bring a new model out with a third row in the future under a different name. But these vehicles that it's competing against, most of them offer a third row. So this is definitely very unique in this category.
Yeah, so something that isn't a premium brand is like Nissan with the Murano.
Yeah.
Is a similar size to this. Grand Cherokee from Jeep is a similar price point and is a bit bigger too. It's grown in size. So the two-row SUV 5-passenger is not very common in the mid-size space, and then you add in hybrid and high-performance hybrid. This is it, really.
Yeah, this is it. And so I think what Lexus has done really well as Toyota, they have moved forward with electrified vehicles, and they're providing hybrids, and there's going to be a plug-in hybrid available probably next year. It will be available this year in Asia and some European markets, but we are not getting it in North America until a later date. But I still applaud Lexus for their electrified vehicle selection.
Yeah, and there's a reason why they're up over 30% from last year, because I don't know if you've noticed, Andrea, but gas prices are really high. People are looking to buy a new car and they want to save on fuel. No wonder they're gravitating towards Toyota and Lexus.
Yeah.
And you know what? They positioned themselves perfectly.
Absolutely.
They had no idea it was coming,
No.
but boy, did they position themselves perfectly for high fuel prices. They're reaping the rewards of that.
Yeah.
Now, we love to go through the vital stats and give you all the information. We're going to give you what we have. Of course, we don't have pricing, so let's get into it on the RX.
Both of these hybrids will arrive at dealerships sometime in November, and that's where pricing will be announced closer to that date. In comparison, the current 2022 model, the RX 450h, starts at just over $60,000 Canadian and just over $49,500 in the US.
Here is the manufacturer's estimated fuel economy for the 350h. 7.1 liters per 100 kilometers combined. That's 33 miles per gallon combined. The estimated fuel economy for the 500h is 9 liters per 100 kilometers combined. That's 26 miles per gallon combined.
Keep in mind, these are not the official numbers and they may change. In comparison, the 2022 hybrid gets a combined 7.9 liters per 100 kilometers, 30 miles per gallon. Let's see what other hybrids you can buy.
For your consideration, 4 vehicles for you to consider.
Up first is the smaller Lexus NX 350h with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder Lexus hybrid drive, combined 240 horsepower, and a starting price just under $50,000.
The Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid with a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder paired with an electric motor, a combined 226 horsepower, and a starting price just over $42,000.
The Toyota Venza with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder hybrid Synergy drive, 219 net horsepower, and a starting price just over $39,000.
The Kia Sorento with a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, a combined 227 horsepower, and a starting price of just under $37,000.
So there are 4 hybrids for you to consider. Lightning round. 2 things we like, 2 things we like to see improved.
I really like how this handles and the extra power of this 500h.
I like the new size and look.
Really looking forward to getting some pricing on these hybrid models. Smooth, quiet, and refined. Everything you would expect from Lexus.
Just don't know the price. This video is brought to you by Car Cost Canada. Get the dealer's cost, list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. Use the promo code Motormouth to become an expert member and get extra searches. The link is in the description below.